Dancing, acting, a million other talents. What can't this girl do? Samantha Jade, welcome to Oz, mate. How you doing, bud?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm great after that intro. How are you?
Doing very well. Whereabouts in the country at the moment? Where are you chilling? Because it is a very busy time for you at the moment.
Oh, it really is. Yeah, I'm in Sydney right now, flying out to Melbourne tonight.
When you lead up to these, because you're about to release the big album and you've got these new tunes that are rolling around at the moment, what are you doing the lead up to these big times? Because I just imagine it would be just non-stop.
Oh, it is. It's crazy, actually. You know what I do? I check my schedule and I count how many hours of sleep I'm going to have. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to be super tired this day, so I'm going to have to have a lot of coffee that day.
Do you have that kind of stuff in your rider or something? It's like, I need at least 8 hours of sleep tonight.
Oh, I wish. No. Actually, maybe I'll start doing that.
Good idea. So the new album is called Best of My Love, and the title track off that is also called Best of My Love. But I was trolling your socials a little bit early and saw you were running a little bit of a competition for almost like the best of their love, where people are kind of showing you entries on social media. Have you been having a look through those?
I have, and there's been so many cute ones. I actually came across one yesterday. It was this little girl dancing. She'd made up a little dance routine to it.
Oh.
And that got me. It was so cute.
Is that the best one you've seen so far?
Well, that's a good one. And then there's actually really beautiful ones, about, marriage and then there's people that have lost it. I mean, it's quite emotional, actually. It's quite emotional looking at all these pictures. It's beautiful.
Have you looked at any of them and been like, what are you doing, mate? This is so strange. This has got nothing to do with the song.
No, not yet, thank goodness. I sometimes do get tagged in weird stuff, but not this time round.
So the main question I have for you is, obviously this new album is very disco-oriented. Why disco, though?
Well, I knew I wanted to do something fun with this record, I'd done 9, which was my previous album, and that was really, heartfelt, and it was a lot about my mum and my family and what we had been through, and it was a really tough time for us, and it was kind of a reflection of that. And then this time around, I was like, I really just want to do a fun record, have fun with it, and just really, do songs that people know and can just dance and sing along to. Mm. And disco is all of that in one go. So, yeah.
I had a little bet with somebody that I work with here saying that I reckon that you got the idea spurred from watching Baz Luhrmann's The Get Down on Netflix, because that's got a lot of disco music that's really heavily featured.
You know what? Someone has said that to me and I haven't seen it. I swear I haven't seen it, and now I have to watch it.
So it's hip hop as well, and the birth of DJing and stuff, but there's a lot of disco music influences in there, and I reckon maybe you just have a little bit of a binge on Netflix while you're doing your flights and stuff, and then maybe get around it.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to do that because, you're the second person today that said that to me, so I definitely need to do that.
So the new single is called Best of My Love. You've performed it live on the television. How excited are you about this tune?
Oh, I love it. I think it's one of the best songs of all time. So to be able to actually cover it is actually such an honour because so many people have covered it. So I feel really blessed, and I love the song. I've always loved the song. I love the words. I love the meaning, the melodies. It's a really, really brilliantly written song.
Did you have a whole list of songs that you wanted to do, and then you had to break them down to the small amount, or did you kind of just go, no, these are the ones that I know I want to do on the album, just straight from the get-go?
Well, it was really tough. The toughest part about making this record was actually breaking down the song choice because there's so many great songs. So it was like, oh God, we can't not have that one, but we have to have this, and you can't have that many songs. Couldn't have an album that, I could have had an album with 50 tracks on it, but we can't do that. So we had to be really smart. And, actually at the end of the day, every song has actually been a moment in my life or a song that I've loved. So that's why we chose what we chose.
Well, I was going to ask, were there any points where somebody was like, no, you really, really have to do this song, and you were like, oh, I'm not sure about it, and then you did it and you were like, actually, this was pretty good?
The only one that I was not sure about was Dancing Queen because it's an ABBA song. It's really tough to cover ABBA. And I was like, oh God, am I going to go there? Am I really doing this? Am I going there? And then I was like, I have to. And actually the backstory is my mum, she really loved ABBA and she really loved that song. And she used to tell me when she was little that she used to make up dance routines to ABBA in her roller skates. And that was her little thing to do. Yeah, and so I thought I'm going to pay, homage and attribute this to my mum. So, yeah,
Well,
that one's for her.
now that roller skates and that is connected with each other, it makes more sense that you're like, well, this was a risky one, but then you also used that song to give you an idea for your own song.
Exactly. There you go.
Very smart. All right, the new album is called Best of My Love. The latest tune is called Best of My Love. It's out right now. You've got a heap of in-store stuff that's coming up real soon. If you want to go and check out Samantha Jade live, make sure you go and check her out on her socials and on her website. But thank you so much for joining me tonight on Oz Mate.
Yes. Thank you so much.